This is one fun fact about every single metro station on the DC Metro Part 1. Enjoy! In December of 2003, security cameras at this station filmed a deer walking around the station mezzanine, running down an escalator, and going down on the platform past a waiting train as startled passengers watched. Metro spokesperson Lisa Farbstein reported that Metro had nicknamed the deer Rudolph the Blue Line Reindeer. Anacostia has one of the most unique designs on the system. It's underground, but you can still see the sky from the platform. This station is very close to Gallery Place Station, so close that the lights from one station can be seen down the tunnel from the other. It takes its name from the nearby National Archives. This station serves the Arlington National Cemetery, is the final resting place of over 400,000 men and women who served in the U.S. military. The metro station is used by about 10% of the visitors to the cemetery, and this is also one of the few stations without the iconic metro pylon. This is the furthest station out from DC at 25 miles from the White House. It's also the least busy terminus station. My dad works in Arlington. He doesn't take the metro, but if he did, he'd get off at Ballston MU and walk the remainder of the way, which would be about 20 minutes. Benning Road is the first Silver and Blue Line station east of the Anacostia River. Prior to the opening of the Wheaton station, the Bethesda station had the longest escalator in the Western Hemisphere at 212 feet with a rise of 106 feet. Braddock Road Station is in northern Alexandria. It's the southern terminus of Metroway, WMATA's only BRT. Branch Avenue is the southern terminus of the Green Line. This station opened closest to my date of birth on January 13, 2001. Brookland CUA is right next to the Catholic University of America. Condos and apartments have recently been built near the station as transit-oriented development. Capitol Heights is the first station in Maryland going east on the Blue and Silver lines. In 1997, Radisson Station of the Montreal Metro's Green Line was redressed to stand in for Capitol Heights in the Bruce Willis movie The Jackal. As of 2017, it is the least used underground station in the system. Capitol South is the closest station to the United States Capitol building. Cheverly was the least used station on the DC Metro until the 2022 Silver Line extension opened. The presence of Clarendon Station has transformed the surrounding district into an urban village. As a result, a number of residential and shopping destinations have opened up. A classic example of transit-oriented development. Cleveland Park Station flooded on June 21, 2016 due to a heavy rainstorm that produced flash flooding along Connecticut Avenue. The water cascaded down both the stairs and the escalator for over 11 minutes. A Metro spokesperson said that Cleveland Park Station is prone to floods because it's at the bottom of a hill. College Park, University of Maryland, is a 10-minute walk from the oldest airport in the world, which I made a video about. It will also connect to Maryland's Purple Line light rail. Columbia Heights is one of the busiest metro stops outside the downtown core, with just over 8,000 entries per day in 2024. Congress Heights is the closest metro station to the Care First Arena, home to the Washington Mystics of the WNBA and the Capital City Go-Go of the NBA G League. Unlike most metro stations, Courthouse Station in Arlington, Virginia has 4 exits. Our final station, starting with the C, is Crystal City. There used to be a bunch of underground shops connected to the station, but they were all forced to close in 2024. There is a second entrance to this station being built and is slated for opening in 2027. Deanwood is the least used station in Washington, D.C. The name of this station was recently changed from Largo Town Center to Downtown Largo, as Jeremy pointed out on the Silver Line extension opening day.
Miles, it's outdated on the day it opens.
From May 23rd to September 7th, 2020, Dunn Loring Merrifield was closed for a platform reconstruction project which closed stations west of Ballston MU Station. This was at the height of the pandemic, so it didn't affect too many people. The southern entrance of DuPont Circle was closed from February 1st to October 21st, 2012, to replace all 3 escalators. They were deemed the system's least reliable. East Falls Church is the first overground station on the Interstate 66 median in Virginia heading west. It's also the site of the East Falls Curse, where a train leaving 10 seconds early killed our speedrun attempt.
Come on, hurry up. Come on, stop the train. No, come on, stop. No! Oh, come on! No!
Eastern Market Station is named after the Eastern Market, a 19th century historical market with tons of food options that has seen revitalization over the last few years. Eisenhower Avenue serves the Eisenhower East neighborhood in southwest Alexandria, built over the last 3 decades over an old rail yard. This area is seeing tons of new development and housing, so hopefully the station will have higher ridership in the future. Farragut North and Farragut West have something called the Farragut Crossing, Because the stations are so close, the Metro lets you transfer for free within 30 minutes if you tap out of one of the stations and then tap into the other station. In preliminary maps, Federal Center Southwest Station was named Voice of America Station after the government-owned radio service located a block away. But in September of '71, Department of Health, Education, and Welfare Secretary Elliot Richardson suggests that the current name, noting that Voice of America is by far the smallest agency in the Southwest area. Right above Federal Triangle Station is a very cool-looking building, and located in this building are offices for the United States Postal Service and the EPA. The station got 3,900 entries per weekday in 2024, making it the second busiest station on the entire metro system. Forest Glen Station is the only station without any escalators, only elevators. It's also the deepest station in the system. Fort Totten is the only multi-level transfer station built above ground, and it's also the only such station to have island platforms on both levels, as opposed to just the lower level. Franconia Springfield is the southern terminus of the Blue Line, and there is a cul-de-sac right next to the station that is technically an entrance. The headquarters for the famous gecko-wielding insurance company are right by Friendship Heights Station. Gallery Place Chinatown is right near Chinatown, but that's mostly in name only. Due to gentrification, suburbanization, and price hikes, the Chinese people who used to live here have mostly moved to other areas of the city or the surrounding suburbs. Georgia Avenue Petworth was formerly part of the Yellow Line before it was Truons to Mount Vernon Station. The station also connects to the number 70 Metro bus, DC's busiest bus line. Glenmont Station is the eastern terminus of the Red Line, and it's the only suburban terminus to be an underground station. Greenbelt is the northern terminus of the Green Line. It is a few miles from Greenbelt, Maryland, one of DC's suburbs created under the New Deal. It's also the final station that I ever visited after seeing all of the others. Greensboro currently opens to a suburban shopping center in the south and tall office buildings in the north, and this is one of the few stations without any direct bus connections. Apparently, this is the Grosvenor, the Grosvenor. It's pronounced like Grosvenor. I don't know. I've never lived in this part of the metro area. Anyway, this station is the first stop outside of the Capitol Beltway, heading outbound towards Shady Grove on the Red Line. Before this station opened, the last time there was any rail service to Herndon, Virginia was in 1968. On the Washington and Old Dominion Railroad. Huntington is the southern terminus of the Yellow Line and is built into a hill. They also have an incline elevator, also known as the Thingy. Hyattsville Crossing has a unique layout in that it is an open side-cut platform station with a parking lot directly above the tracks. Innovation Center is the least parked at station when you compare the number of available spots in the garage to the number of used per weekday. Judiciary Square is the birthplace of Metro, as the initial groundbreaking was held here on December 9th, 1969. Nice. The station drops you off smack dab in the middle of DC's Judiciary District. It's almost like it's in the name. Just west of King Street Old Town is the George Washington Masonic Memorial. The station also has a quick connection to the Alexandria Amtrak/VRE station. It also happens to be my favorite station on the system. I like that it's near density. I like that there's a massive bus bay. I like that it has good connections to Amtrak and VRE. It's just a really solid station. Thank you very much for watching this video. Part 2 will be out at some point. I have no idea when. And have a great day. Bye.